Yes, so here we are. Yes, from Maui, where things are. Well, let's see. I was yesterday with uh, with my ohana here in Maui, and ohana is, yes, as you know, family. Oh, I have to. Yeah, that's right. So people are moving on, to be sure. Um, and the word that was used a lot yesterday was crazy. This is just crazy. It's just all that has happened is so, the enormity of it, the is so felt by everyone. But it is a month on, and so people are starting to try to figure out how they will move on. Families have had to reorganize to accommodate those who have lost their homes. And but still the aloha spirit is just completely dominant and not lost in any way, shape, or form. It's such a beautiful thing, and to be just engulfed in my ohana family here was so beautiful. um, so much love, so much heart for all of existence, really. And it is a wonderful, beautiful thing. So because of that, I was inspired to talk today about the Four Noble Truths. But before that, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is amazing to be here with you from Maui, the very healing, beautiful island of Maui, where everyone talks about the healing nature of this island. The healing nature of aloha in general is a wonderful, beautiful thing. So our subject today is the Four Noble Truths, understanding the Four Noble Truths and why it is important to understand them. Why is it important to understand the Four Noble Truths as explained by the Buddha?
Welcome to Success Through Meditation. I'm Shakti, coming to you from a lineage of enlightenment to help you to see, honor, and love the light within yourself so that you can see, honor, and love the light within others.
And the answer is freedom. Freedom to live in a liberated state. This is the idea. Liberated from suffering now and in the future. And so, the first of the Four Noble Truths is that life is suffering. It's called dukkha. Dukkha, actually. Dukkha. Sorry about the pronunciation, but it is called dukkha. And we all experience it, don't we? Old age, sickness, pain, injury, tiredness, and eventually death of the body. So what this means is that you can never permanently keep what you strive for. What a concept, right? People working so hard to get things done, to do this or to do that. And all of the heart and the soul is put into achieving something that is going to go away. It all fades. It all goes away, as do we in our current form. It all leaves this earth at some point. And so you can never keep what it is that you strive for. Happy moments come and go. And eventually you too will go. I will go. The physical part of me will leave. And so whether or not you believe in the idea of future lives, in more lives or not, if we have the wish to liberate ourselves from suffering in this or future lives, then our life in this current form will have less suffering. This life will then not be wasted if we use this life to help to liberate not only ourselves, but all sentient beings. So understanding that suffering is a part of our existence gives meaning to the life that we're living. It gives understanding to this life and future lives if you believe that that is true. Future lives, past lives, depending on how you see the quantum theories, of course. So then number 2, suffering has an origin. This is the second of the noble truths. Suffering has an origin. And that origin is attachment to desire. Attachment to outcomes of desire. We're talking about misplaced desires, or it's called Tanha, the 3 poisons, right? Misplaced desires, greed, ignorance, or delusion, and hatred or destructive urges. Attachment to these desires in any way, shape, or form are the cause of suffering. Not, of course, the desires of happiness for others. Right? There is no suffering there. The desires for the health of others, the enlightenment for all. There is no suffering in those desires. This is called chanda, the desires for good for all sentient beings. When we can abandon our delusions, this is the idea, when we can abandon our delusions through concentration, meditation, to control our attachments and angers, we're learning the path to liberation, the path to liberation from suffering for ourselves and, of course, the suffering of others. The desire to manipulate, to dominate, and to control things, people, forms of life, sensual pleasures, as an example, fame, fortune, where loss is inevitable, these attachments to these desires are the places where suffering lives. So attachments to outcomes in our desires, especially to the desires for hurting anyone or manipulating anyone, this is where suffering sits. So it's important to have desires for good, right? For the good of all sentient beings, for the good of all of the universes, for enlightenment for all. These desires give meaning to life, really. They give importance to life, impacts, positive impacts to your life. And of course, these desires must be without attachment, because this is where suffering sits. And so we pray, we meditate, we concentrate with hope, as I've been talking about. Not hope for an outcome, but hope in general, a full heart, a grateful heart. With hope, but not attachment to an outcome. And then number 3, there is an end or a way out to suffering. Suffering stops when attachment to desire stops. It equals an end to suffering. And with the end to suffering, there is enlightenment, there is a nirvana. The mind lets go of all attachment. The heart lets go of all attachment, all craving. This is the end to suffering. Without the attachment to craving, to outcomes of your desires, right? So it means freedom from worry, from trouble and ideas. And this is not an easy concept. Right? The fact that suffering can end with a pointed letting go of outcomes to desires, of outcomes in general. So for those who are very attached to outcomes and desires and ideas, this is freedom to let go. It is where truth lies. It's where peace sits, peace of the soul, peace of the heart, to letting go of attachments. And so then the 4th noble truth is, there is a way to end the suffering. And one of the most profound ways to end suffering, of course, the most profound ways, through meditation and the Eightfold Path. With the Eightfold Path, we take a look at 8 ways in which to live our lives. Number 1, with right view, seeing correctly. Number 2, right intention, having your intentions focused correctly. Number 3, right speech. What we say, what we communicate. Number 4, right action. What we do on a daily basis. Number 5, right livelihood. Right career, right work. The one that's right for you. That's number 5. Number 6 is right effort. Number 7, right mindfulness, keeping your mind. I want to say controlled, but it's so much greater than that. Keeping your mind in a clear, pure, and humble space. And all you have to have really is the desire to have that, the purity and the humility. So, right mindfulness. And then number 8, right concentration through the practice of meditation. This is the Eightfold Path. And bottom line, meditation and concentration are the keys to ending suffering, so that we learn how to detach from outcomes of desire. This is liberation. This is freedom. And that is why understanding the 4 noble truths is so important. peace, nirvana, and enlightenment ensue. And so once again, the four noble truths are, number one, life is suffering. There is suffering in life. Number two, suffering is caused by attachment to desire. This is the second of the noble truths. The third is that there is also an end to suffering when attachment to desire stops. Number four, the way, which is meditation and concentration, which leads to freedom and liberation from suffering. Once that you understand these ideas, the concepts for releasing these attachments become clearer, more understandable, more implementation follows. In other words, allowing yourself to let go of all of your attachments. We have so many attachments in this world, don't we? Attachments to people, attachments to ideas, especially ideas of who we think we are, not to mention who we think others are. We have ideas, don't we, about how we think life should go. So many attachments, attachments to our cars, our things, our jewelry, our homes. So many attachments to things that we hold important, when the truth of the matter is that it will all go, and we will go. So it seems quite a feeble endeavor, doesn't it, to want to hold these things tightly, to want to hang on to these ideas, because they will all go, as will we. For those of you who may be new to the practice of meditation leading to freedom and liberation, every morning when we get up, or whenever it is that you get up, depending on your work, every day when you wake up, take a shower, or at the very least, wash your hands and face. Put on some clean, loose clothing. Sit in an area that is uncluttered. Hopefully where only you sit, because it's going to become your power spot in your home. And so we sit for 15 minutes in meditation. Your back is straight, your tummy is empty, you're wide awake. Have a cup of coffee or some tea, or do some yoga stretches to wake yourself up if you need to. And we begin with 15 minutes. We have music on our meditations that you'll be listening to today, and our music is infused with enlightened energy, produced and performed just for you, to help you to take your meditations to another level, to keep your meditations on track, and truly to become very, very happy by listening to the music. So that's one focus, one bit of concentration. In the very beginning with meditation, it's just about focus. Focus, focus, focus. That's it. In the very beginning phases of meditation, maybe for many years. But what a wonderful thing to be a beginner. Constant beginner is what I like to talk about. And it's where everything is new, everything is fun, and you're learning. So we sit for 15 minutes, and at the end of our meditation, we bow. Foreheads to the floor, and say thank you, and offer up our meditation to the universe with gratitude, and hopefully more love, more detachment, more compassion, more happiness. It's such an easy concept, really. that meditation and concentration simply lead to more happiness. They are keys. They're sort of a happiness pill, meditation and concentration. So in the beginning, it's just 15 minutes. Over time, add another one, another meditation, maybe at sunset or right before you go to sleep. Then a few months later, increase your 15-minute meditation to 30 minutes, and then 45 minutes, and then an hour. No reason really, no need to meditate any longer than that unless you're very inspired, right? So 1 hour, twice daily, over a couple of years is what you'll work up to, and you'll be inspired to go longer in your meditation practice. But it is so important that you maintain a consistency. It's sort of like going to the gym. What you're doing is you're mastering the art of meditation. And when you go to the gym, going to the gym once a week or exercising once a week is not going to give you the physical abilities that you are seeking, right? And so when we meditate, it's very important to maintain a consistent practice. Meditating twice in the day, starting with 15 minutes and working up to 1 hour. I'm going to take myself off camera in just a moment, and we'll begin to relax the body. We'll be doing a meditation today, working with our chakras, beginning with the root chakra, moving that energy into the power center. The root chakra rests at the base of the spine. It's where energy sits. And we will bring that energy up. Go ahead and you can put a little bit of pressure right an inch or two above your belly button. This is where your power center is, your power chakra. And then you'll take that energy up to the third eye. The third eye rests between the eyebrows in the center of your forehead. So we take this energy up, visualizing first a red ball of light at the base of your spine, and then at the power center in your navel center, you'll bring that up you'll bring the red ball of light to a golden ball of light, and then maybe a violet, indigo, or white light for your third eye, recognizing the colors that you may see or not. And then we bring this energy down around our entire being, this light that you're generating, this kundalini that you're generating, which empowers you, gives you energy, and helps you to see more clearly. The third eye is the center for intuition, psychic ability. And so meditating on these three chakras, you are opening these doors to more energy, more power, and more intuition, right? And then we bring it down around our entire beings. You might want to envision light streaming over you, falling over your entire being. This light that you are generating doesn't belong to anyone else, it's yours. But it's wonderful to recognize it, to see it, and to empower it by focusing on these chakras and opening up the doors to these powers that you own, that you have within, that are yours truly. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take myself off camera. Take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and hold for the count of 3 at the top. As you sit up nice and straight, focus all of your attention on your eyes, the muscles around your eyes, and relax the muscles around your eyes. As you do, your facial muscles, your jaw muscles will also begin to relax. If you have any tension whatsoever in your scalp, relax your scalp. Relax your neck, Relax your throat area. Relax your shoulders, your chest. Relax your upper arms, your lower arms. Relax your hands and your fingers. Relax, relax, relax. Relax your back on either side of your spinal column. Relax the muscles as you sit up as straight as is comfortable for you, or maybe a little uncomfortable, to keep yourself awake and your back straight. Relax your hips. Release the muscles in your abdomen. Relax your abdomen. Relax your upper legs, your lower legs. Relax your feet and your toes. Relax, relax, relax. Focus all of your attention on your energy chakra at the base of your spine. Our chakras rest in our subtle physical bodies. They are energy centers and doorways into other dimensional planes of power. You may see this energy center at the base of your spine as a red ball of light. Take this energy up to your navel center, an inch or two above your belly button, where your power rests. You may visualize this as a golden ball of light. Now take this golden energy up to your third eye, which rests between your eyebrows, an inch or so above in the center of your forehead. You may visualize this as a white light, a violet or indigo light. And now bring this energy down around your entire being. Once again, focus on your root chakra at the base of your spine, this red ball of light, and take this light up to your navel center and watch as it turns to a golden ball of light. Your power center. Take this energy up to your third eye, and then bring the energy down around your entire being. Once again, focusing on the base of your spine, the red ball of light. Take this energy up to your navel center, where your power rests, and the golden ball of light is you. Take this energy up to your third eye. Focus on the area of your third eye, and then bring the energy down around your entire being. For those of you who may be new to the practice of meditation, continue this visualization until our meditation session has ended. For those who have been meditating a few years or longer, continue to visualize these three energy centers into the first few moments of our meditation music, and then let go. Let go and let eternity do with you what it will. Now, let's meditate.
Namaste.
Thank you so much for being with us today. I hope that you all have a most wonderful week. Thanks so much for being here. Namaste. The light in me sees, honors, and so loves the light in you. I'll see you soon.